Yesterday was a little bit experimental. We did yoga for sadness, and I wanted to give a feeling of closeness, comfort, and closure also going along that sequence. So I hope you enjoyed that yesterday, and welcome again to day 4. Today is yoga for anger, or you could say anger management and anger release. So today we're gonna move and groove through a few poses. It will be a little more active, and let's get to it. Okay, here we are. If you are on your mat or carpet or in a chair, whatever you need to set you up for day 4, yoga for anger. Today is gonna be a little more active. Just a few things to run through because it's all about releasing that anger, that fire from the inside deep down and releasing it out and bring in positivity. So we're going to start today. We're going to come out wide legs. So take those wide legs. They can be a little bit more than shoulder length apart. So we are starting standing, or if you're in a chair, start sitting. That is fine, whatever you may. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to start bringing the arms up towards the sky. Take the gaze quickly up towards the ceiling and drop the arms back down to sides. Bend at the knees if you may. Repeat. Inhaling as the arms raise up above. Exhaling as the arms come down to sides. We're jumping right in to get that physical movement. Focusing on that breath as we continue to lower the arms as we exhale, bending the knees, inhaling as we raise the arms, taking our gaze to the ceiling, and releasing. Physical movement, exercise is a wonderful way to release negativity, to bring in positivity into the mind frame, and release all that anger, all that built up aggression inside the body. We're getting that energy moving out of the body, releasing it through our breath, releasing it through our fingertips, our toes as they ground into the ground. And keep going for just a few more. Start to focus on tightening up that core, dropping down that tail. One more. You're going to hold and slowly bring the arms down. Release. Be crouching, arching the back. Coming back up. Now slowly swirling the arms, moving the body side to side, just swiveling the arms around. Let them hang heavy. Let them feel. Come into this moment of awareness. Swing body side to side as the arms swizzle. We slow it down and take it the other direction. Really getting that energy out of those shoulders, out of the center, out of that midsection, releasing through the fingers. And slow it down. Exhale, come to center. Close the eyes for a minute. One moment, one breath. Keeping that core nice and tight in the center. You can feel that energy between the shoulders and the fingertips starting to flail down the arms, that fire starting to bubble, starting to rise. We're going to go ahead again and reset, keeping the legs nice and wide, but just getting a little bit of lower body movement now. Lifting the feet up one by one, keeping the waist up nice and centered. And slowly coming back down to neutral. Once again, we're going to take the hands up in front of us. Then reach them out, flatten the palms, hands parallel. Bring them to sides, align with the shoulders. We're going to do some side movement. So again, moving from the waist, right fingers pulling the body to the right, coming to center. Left, pulling the body, fingertips pulling the body to the left from waist up, coming back to center. Continue. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Two more. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Go ahead, lower those arms once again. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake out those fingers, shake out that aggression, shake out that energy. And slow it down. Coming back to neutral, to center. Do some shoulder shrugs. Nice and like a good medium speed. Take the shoulders, round them up towards the back. Breathing as you continue to move them through. Just a couple more, going towards the back. And come around and reverse. Now bringing those shoulders towards the front. Just a few more. Alright. Back to neutral, back to center. Now we're going to continue to do a little bit more with our lower body. So we're just going to bend at the legs. Come back up. Inhaling. Exhaling as you bend at the legs. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Slowly and stay just for a moment. Take arms, hands, raise them up. Moving them up from your shoulders. You're twisting at the shoulders. You're going to take the arms, bring them up to sides, bending at elbows 90 degrees. And raise up, palms facing up, fingertips pointing towards the sky. Sit, tailbone down, core in. Feel that burn. And release, legs coming together. All right, now we're jumping right into movement because, like I said, we have that fire, that energy, that aggression, that anger. And I don't know if you, when you were a kid, if you'd get upset, you'd go run around or maybe be playing a sport or whatnot. You know, coach, what do I say? Use it on the field or use it in the game and use it to focus. And it's that same thing, because you're running it out. You know, then you've exhausted that anger, that energy, you've released it out into the world. So it's just having that active movement. So once again, we're going to bring legs out once more. A little bit outside, wider than shoulder length. We're going to take the arms up again. We're going to fold over, nice wide leg forward fold at the waist. Facing down. Stopping here. Slowing down at tabletop, taking a breath, and then continuing down, hands to mat. Maybe you bend at the knees a bit. And come back, straighten those knees softly. I'm going to do some nice tabletop. So you're in forward fold. I'm going to inhale, gracefully taking fingers from tips of fingers, raising up, flat back tabletop, crown extending ahead. Inhaling and exhaling, back down to forward fold. Once again, fingertips raising from mat. Crown, pushing away from the body. Feet keeping you sturdy into the ground. Inhale. Exhaling back down to mat. Three more. Up, back to tabletop. Inhale. Exhaling back down to mat. Two more. Inhaling up, back to tabletop, flat back. Shoulders are down. Back down to mat. One more. Raising up, make it a good one. Inhale, nice and deep. Exhale. Maybe getting a little bit closer. Maybe taking hands to the back of the ankles. Start to let the head hang heavy while finding stability and security with the hands coming around, wrapped at the ankles. Shoulders are down, head hangs heavy. All right, after your next exhale, bring hands back to center, bend at the knees, gracefully rise back up into standing. Okay, woo. Take a moment, take a breath. Try not to get any vertigo, make sure you take your time coming back up. All right. Next, we're going to keep on going with this movement. We're getting that fire, getting that energy released. So you're going to have legs still, width apart, just wider than shoulders. If you'd like to bend down for this one, great. Put a little bend in that knee to work those quads, or if you're sitting, no problem. This is going to be upper body. We're taking it. Once again, taking hands, coming up, raising palms face forward, fingertips to the sky, 90-degree bend. You're going to go ahead and we're going to take our hands and make a fist. And with this fist, you're going to come down and we're going to start with our right hand and punch out, come in, then go with the left hand. Punch out, come in, right. Punch out, come in, punch out, come in, punch out, come in. Continue. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Continue. You want to really work on getting that breath and releasing. Add a little fire to it. Inhale through the nose, nice and quick. Exhale through the mouth, just as fast. So, just a few more. 3, 2, 1. All right, you can stay here for a moment. Next, we're going to go back into that. And this time, we're going to add our waist into it. So we're going to go side to side. Okay, ready? All right, 3, 2, 1. You can have a bend at the knee and still holding that center nice and tight, tailbone dropping back. Just a few more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. center. All right, now we're gonna do it one more time, and this time we're gonna add in our lower body. So this time we're gonna kind of twist and move, okay? So really adding this in. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Let the body do whatever else it needs to release this energy. As you see my little hops, it just happens. Just go with it. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. All right, if you just still hop that out to get back centered, go ahead, release the hands, drop them down to sides, shake it out, maybe lift the feet a little bit. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna bring these legs into center, and we're gonna do some nice head circles. So starting one direction, letting the gaze follow the head around. One more in this direction. And reverse. Exhaling when your head is down. Inhaling when your head is at the side. Exhaling when your head is back. Inhaling when your head is side. Exhaling when your head faces below. And get ready. And come back to center. Okay. Okay, we're back to center. Now we're going to keep the body going. So like I said, we want to finish, help release, help the body to start releasing that anger, releasing those feelings, releasing those vibes. So you're going to go ahead. Transitions are not a biggie today. And what we're going to do, actually, I'm going to do it from this direction. So I'm going to come to one side of your end of your mat, facing your mat lengthways. And we're going to gently guide ourselves into some lunges and lunges with twists. So just to really start, now that we've worked out the upper body and getting that fire, that movement going, we want to work more on that lower body also, taking a bigger focus on that lower body. So we're going to come through, raise up from Tadasana, hands up to mountain, palms together. And then we're going to take arms back down to sides as we've been. Bend at the waist, coming down. We're going to walk into our first, from forward fold, we're going to walk right into our first downward dog. So falling into downward dog, getting settled, getting comfortable, finding a little stability through the legs, maybe bending at the knees if you need, and paddling out the feet. This is your first stretch of the day. And then go ahead, get neutral, find some stability. Your downward dog, shoulders down. Get comfortable, find stability through the left leg, and you're going to raise up the right leg. Bring that right leg through up to chest. And then raise it back up again. And then bring that right leg up to chest. And raise it back up once more. Now this we're going to take it all the way through. Drop it down in between the arms. Now, we're going to stay in the slow lunge. Keep those left toes up. Try to keep that knee high off the ground. Keep a nice bend. This knee should be bending over the toes. We're going to raise the hands up. Bring them up into a warrior. Palms together. Hands come down through center. And we're going to twist to the right, focusing on how deep we get in our lunge, the bend of our knee, our stability through our lower body and our core. Allowing that left arm to sit outside the right leg. Just take a breath. Starting to feel that heat, that energy move from the upper body down through the lower body. Go ahead now after the next exhale. Coming back to center. Raise those arms, palms together, still to the sky. Releasing hands down to sides, coming down. Hands outside right foot. Taking left foot now. Letting that knee bend, dropping it down to the floor. Releasing that foot. Go in for a nice deeper stretch. You're going to lift those fingers up on their tiptoes. And you're going to kind of push that right leg, that lunge a bit deeper. Just breathe it out. Go ahead. Pick that left leg back up onto toes. Pick that left knee back up. Now have your left leg come up to the front. Meet your right leg. Arms come around, come up. Flowing right into mountain. Arms come back down, crouching down towards the ground, nice and slow. You can walk or step back into plank. We're going to lower belly down to mat. Get nice and adjusted, belly down to mat. Hands aligned under shoulders. Take a nice little cobra here. Hovering the hands off the mat. Upper back lifting, moving that energy through the spine. Head tilt towards the ground in front of you. Just breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Releasing. Putting up onto both toes. Using hands aligned at sides. Raising up into plank. Meeting you back in downward dog. All right. Left leg. I'm going to go ahead, find stability in downward dog, shoulders down, back flat. Find stability through that right leg. Lift that left leg up. Then bring it through up to chest. Then lift that left leg up. And bring it through to chest. Left leg up. Bring it all the way through. Meet in between your hands. Make sure that back leg is up. Nice and flat. You see even I have to correct myself there. Toes are up. Get a nice stretch. Nice lunge. Making sure those feet, the knees over the toes. Finding stability through the core, through your center. Feel that fire releasing from the upper body down through the lower body. Go ahead, lift up onto those fingertips. Lift up the arms up to the sky, palms together. Dropping through center and falling. Right arm outside left knee. Nice twist. After your next exhale, come back to center. Arms raise up. Palms are still together. Arms come down to sides. Outlining left leg. A nice deep stretch here. Dropping that right knee, dropping that right foot. Get even deeper. Just breathe it out. Then when ready, lift back up onto right toes. Right knee up nice and high. You're going to take that right foot, bring it up, meet next to the left foot. You're in forward fold. You're going to rise right up. Tadasana to mountain. Palms together. Palms apart. Hands down to sides. Slowly come down to the mat. Hop or step your way back into plank. Come down to belly with control. Get nice and adjusted, nice and aligned. Breathe. We're going to hover, this time going into Sphinx. So forearms adjusted, aligned under shoulders, onto mat. Slowly rise, arching the back. Into Sphinx, we'll breathe. Three, two, one, and release. Good job. All right, this time we're going to go ahead. We're going to take those toes up. We're going to have those arms. And you're going to lift back into plank and flow right back into downward dog. Or if you'd like, I did talk about, we've done chaturanga before in different sessions. Feel free to chaturanga or just flow back from plank. So you get chaturanga, then plank, and then flow back to downward dog.
Take about 3 to 5 breaths in downward dog, getting adjusted. Letting the feet get closer to the mat, the backs of the feet get closer to the mat, shoulders are down, back is flat. Stay strong. Feel the fire through the arms, through the legs. Breathe it out. For 3, 2, 1. Going ahead, lifting up on toes, and coming gently with control down to all fours.
Feet are flat again. You're now on all fours. Coming into a nice neutral, tabletop neutral center position. Just gonna breathe. Now you can take your choice, whether you want knees still aligned in center, or you want to take them out wide. Go back for a nice child's pose. Your choice. If your legs are out wide, note your hands out in front of you, nice and wide, fingers separated on the mat. If you decided to take the legs in a little bit closer in this child's pose, maybe you want to bring arms in close, maybe even back behind, aligned with the feet, palms up. Find a moment of peace in this pose for 3, 2, 1. After your next exhale, bringing hands back above body, align under shoulders, lifting back up. I'm going to go ahead, take legs out to left side, drop down on our bums. I'm going to go ahead, legs out in front of us. I'm going to take them out to sides for a nice triangle or bound angle. Find some comfort in our sit bones. And we're just going to be here for a moment. I'll face you so you can see what I'm doing. We're just taking a moment to let our mind and our body align. Having released and started to move all that fire, all that energy. Hopefully you're starting to be able to maybe get a little grin or smile on your face. And if you'd like, while sitting here, maybe eyes closed, just maybe take your thumbs, and right in the center here of your foot, right where that little indent is, maybe just massage that. Our feet are related to our entire body. That's why massages can feel so amazing. It starts to release and move the energy also. We ground ourselves through our feet. And our feet do a lot of work through the day. So So it can really relieve some pressure in various parts of the body, depending on what, part of the foot you get real deep in that you focus on. Slowly start to let that go. And we're going to slowly bring our feet in together. Coming into seated. Taking arms up and around. Sight to the ceiling, palms together and down. I want to thank you for joining me for day 4 of the Carmita Smiles virtual tour of emotions. May this flow ease you into your day with peace, love, and light. Namaste. So, how are you feeling? I want to thank you again for joining me for day 4 of the Carmita Smiles virtual yoga tour of emotions. Today, we did a very activating flow and movement for anger and anger release, kind of releasing the fire and finding some inner peace. So if you have any questions, reach out at any time. You can find more information about this program and others by visiting www.carmitasmiles.com. You can also find updated class schedules and programs. Thank you again, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5. Take care.